I'm about to install the Hellcat Airbox into the new Challenger Scat Pack 2020. So I ordered this from Steve White Motors on eBay. I mean, it was about $100, maybe $105, something like that, free shipping. Got here really quickly. Actually, they sent me this and then another part which I have to return. Which they sent the return label for too, because it came with the wrong tube. It came with the charger tube, but they even then immediately sent out the new piece, and I got it on Saturday morning, which is right now, which is when I was going to install it anyway. So worked out perfectly, great service. Best price you could find for this as a complete unit. They had other parts. You buy them separately, they'd be maybe about the same price, or a little bit cheaper, but longer load times. Plus, Steve White you just send them your VIN and they say, oh, that'll work for your car, which is good, because you want to make sure it fits. So first off, though, what I did is I bought this stuff right here. The one that comes out of the car will already have it on this. You can, I guess, take it off of this if you wanted. I just said, whatever, I'm not going to bother. I'll leave that intact for if I trade the Challenger in the next time and I want to put the stock box back in. But so I just got it, put it on here. It actually fit really well. It's right around the side. No brakes except for there. I don't think that'll matter. It'll squish down. But I got this size. It's, there it is, 3/3 inch wide by 3/16 tall, 17 feet, $4. So plenty of it to go around, but you don't need that much. But it worked perfectly. So we're gonna go downstairs and install it now. I think I have to take off a couple more pieces. I think I have to take off a rubber grommet that goes here, and maybe one that goes here too. Other than that, I'm gonna keep the upper airbox from the Challenger and just attach it right to the top of this. It's the same exact setup. It looks a little bigger inside, which I know people online were saying that it actually does increase airflow. I am not really expecting this is going to do anything, but now I won't have to explain to people that the Challenger air catcher headlights on my Scat Pack are fake, because right now they're capped off. So it's kind of silly, mainly because they called it out on the window stickers. Like, why bother calling it out if you weren't going to make them work without having to buy extra pieces? So that's the part number for the tube, and then the part number for this is maybe there. I don't think so. Well, I can find it. It's on the internet. So this is the one for the 2019. I don't believe the airbox changed, just the tube. The tube changed a bit. I guess it got a little bit shorter. So okay. So the first thing you're gonna do, I mean, you could probably remove the airbox first, but there's a little piece right here that is just kind of like sat in there. I think it goes underneath the one on the other side. This is extremely hot under here, and my garage is already hot being in Florida, so this is fun. So you just remove it like that. Like, it's not actually clipped in. It's just kind of like, it's got these little things. They don't snap. These ones kind of snap, but yeah. So you just remove it like that, pretty easy. Then when you get in, you're actually going to go for this thing right here. So one screw here. I already loosened it a little bit in anticipation of getting this. And then there's another one. It's hard to see the other one in the video. But yeah, you can see it right down there. So that's the one that's going to be a pain to get to. Supposedly, those are new. Like, other older years didn't have them. You literally just twisted the cap. So I'm going to unscrew them based on what I've seen in directions online. And we're gonna take the cap off. But that's pretty much all we need as far as readying the car and then taking the airbox out. So let's try that. Okay, so I did try to take that off. I'm assuming it's because I have no idea. It's just too hot or whatever, it stuck to it. And rather than burn my hand and cause discomfort, I just went for this one. We'll see if I can get the cover back on. It might be easier than the Charger. With the Charger, I could not. Like, I had to take it off from here. It was too hard to finagle it back on. Hopefully that's not the case here, but if it is, then I'll just get it off when it's cooler. Yeah, I had the clamp all the way done and still couldn't get it off, and it's just, I don't want to rip it, obviously, so put it back on. Definitely recommend getting extender, not the little one that I was using before, which works for this one, but not the rest of them. So with the airbox cover, you're taking 1, 2, 3, and that's it. And then the rest are just tabs. And then take the clamp off here. And that'll let it open up. I'm gonna try and just flip it back. Yeah, like that, exactly. And let it rest. It's probably not the best way to do it, but that's the way I'm gonna do it. So, take out the filter. And I'm deciding whether or not to put the stock one back in or my other one. That's good. Okay, so let's see what the difference is between the two. So you can see it's definitely got more space. Like, that is much smaller opening and much smaller like area beneath the filter. It should fit fine. This should come right out. Yep. So that's literally just that one screw. That's not what I wanted to do. There's not a lot of space in here for as big of a car it is. Okay. I just hope I'm not melting this. That's fine. Whatever. It's in here anyway, so it's not. No. So you can see this is what came on the. This is what came on it. It's a little bit thicker than mine, but it's just as squishy. So we'll see. I might put some down there too, but I think it'll be fine with that. You could also take it off, but this is a lot less. Mine is a lot less porous than this. This is literally foam, so I'm guessing it'll be about the same. But cool. Okay, easy enough. So we're gonna take this grommet off and that thing, that little rubber piece. Ooh, I guess I'll put something here. Yeah, I didn't even notice that that had something. My other one definitely didn't on the Charger, so, but I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna just use some of my strips anyways. Okay. Look at that. So now we got easy, not easy at all access, but access-ish to that other screw. Finally got the screws out. Gone. Big pain in the ass. Can I just say that? Really, really not happy with whoever the fuck decided that they needed to make a hex screw and make it this long just for a cap. It's like, apparently pre-2019 there were no screws. You literally just had the cap. Twist off, pull. Easy. Done. They decided to make it difficult for only the reason I can assume, to dissuade people from doing this. Why, I don't know. Maybe because they want you to say, oh, they want to bring it to a dealer and say, oh, I'll pay you $500 to put this light in because I am too lazy to do it. It's just an added annoyance. There's no reason why they couldn't have made these sockets. Okay, so I decided to take a little bit of my weather stripping and put it around the inlet adapter tube thing. Just make it a little more snug. I didn't see anywhere to do that, so do it if you want, do it if you don't. It makes it tighter. I'm not sure if it matters. And we'll see if it makes any noises. I'll take it off later, but easy enough to take off. So I did get the rubber grommet piece off of the other one and onto this one. On mine it was metal side up, so I'm going to keep it that way. Makes sense, that's where the screw would go. I just literally put the Allen wrench in like that. I pulled it off and put it back on. This rubber piece from the other one, just twist it and pull it. It'll come off. Feels like it doesn't want to, but it's easy once you twist. And the other one really easy once you stick something, screwdriver and Allen wrench through that metal rubber grommet thing up there. So okay, let's see how I can get this on. I think I'm gonna put the tube on this first, because I think that's what people said you need to do, and then you can kind of like work its way on there. We'll see though. Okay, so another thing is that I hope they measured, but there is indeed a tab on the top of the tube that's going to match the tube, the tab right there. So hoping that it measures, they measured well to put it in. It looks like it lines up. So make it look something like this. And it's in. Yeah, that makes sense. That line, so we're going to try and snap it in and see if I can get it back onto that, and then we're good to go. Okay, so we got it in. You may not want to put the rubber thing on. I mean, it's tight now, but it made it more of a pain in the ass to slide it on. I mean, you can see it, so we're there. I don't know if you can see in there, but there is now an opening. You can see the light. There you go. So now we're connected. Now it's just a matter of putting the regular filter in, top of the box back on. I'm gonna screw this in right now. So it kind of just, it doesn't feel like it really sits well. The regular one doesn't either. You just kind of screw it in, make sure it's lined up. I mean, it's lined up with this nostril anyways. So there's not much else it could do. And I really hope it's going to be easy to get that tube back on. Another thing to note was that these cables down there, they're just kind of hanging loose down there. These ones, the upper part of them are, so pull them out of the way before you pull it down. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy that that worked. It's a tight fit, like everything else in a car, but now I have a headlight intake, which is nice. So, okay, so cool. Tightened up, and it gets really snug once you do, so it feels much more like it's gonna fit. Still connected. Stock air filter, I'm gonna put that in for now. Yeah, I mean, if I get to the other one, I will. I mean, the one I have is more like about longevity. I don't think it's really better for airflow. I mean, I don't think any of those actually make a difference. But I have the dry flow one, which people are saying actually restricts flow, so I'm just gonna keep it stock for now. But it does fit. This is the Hellcat lower box, so it fits perfectly. Now I'm just gonna try the upper. I need two hands to put this on because it's a big pain with the filter in there. So okay, so I'm all set. Everything is done with the intake. Put the pieces back on. The covers are back on, I mean. Tube went on easily. Start to finish took me about an hour and 15 minutes, and that's including recording, so you could probably do it even quicker if you weren't recording. And the hardest part by far, the most annoying part by far, was those two stupid little screws on the cap. So you could, if you have I don't know what they call those things. Whatever they're called, the hex key or whatever they are, like the star one. I used to know the name. Man, I can't believe I can't remember this. But whatever they're called, you know, the star keys. If you have a socket for those, it'll go easier. Certainly on the left side, facing the engine. Right side with the headlight there, it's a little bit tighter space, so you might end up having to take just as long as it took me. But biggest pain in the ass, no question, with those two screws. Note about this versus the Charger that I just traded in. It's easier to take the top cover off. You can use this, and I remembered that before from my previous Challenger. The charger, the only way to get this thing like firmly seated back on was to put it on and then take this part off. Everything else was super complicated with the air filter in. Without the air filter in, it was easy. We just added a little extra bit. Really makes it tough to move it on. So this is definitely easier than the charger, which is good to hear, because I can clean the air filter more. Not that I drive that much anyways, but looking forward to having a functional front air intake through the air catcher headlight, just because it's something that's cool. It's a unique feature. Left side has one too, still capped. I'm not going to open it up. There's no reason to get more dust and crap in the engine bay, other than the vents already do that. So I don't know what this one is. Yeah, I think that probably is just this big. But yeah, easy mod, $100. Hour and 15 minutes, hour at, if you can do it quicker, if you aren't in a 100-degree garage. I mean, that's probably the reason why I sound a little bit short. It's so frickin' hot here. If it was a little cooler, I'd probably care a little less, but when you're in the heat, and it's probably even more than 100 degrees, to be honest. It's hot and there's no airflow because the garage is still closed. But yeah, easy mod, and like I said, probably zero performance gains. We'll see. I'm looking for it to reduce the air intake temperature a little bit. That would be cool if it did. I mean, I think it's down here in Florida. It's hot. It's always hot, so I'm not expecting some crazy good gains, at least not in the summer, but maybe in the winter. And it's already got a fit. I think, car comes stock with a already cold-ish air intake. I mean, the airbox doesn't pull from up here. It pulls down from in the bumper, so it's not easily unrestricted. But I guess the idea would be that at speed, this would be a ram air. But like I said, I'm not really expecting any performance gains from it. But now I don't have to be like, oh yeah, this could have a air intake in the headlight, but it doesn't. Now I get to be like, yes, it does have an air intake in the headlight, at least on the driver's side. The other side, symmetry. That's the only thing you need, symmetry. So definitely recommend it. Easy, like I said. And I'll post the link to the place that I bought this. I bought it on eBay from Steve White Motors, I think. Not in any way sponsored. I'm just saying that was the best place that I found to buy the kit together. So, and they shipped extremely quickly, like 2 days. 2 days I had it, and that was both things. So like I said, they sent the first thing, had the wrong tube for the charger, but then they immediately sent me the other one. I still got it by Saturday. That's all I care about. I wasn't going to do it in the middle of the week, so did it on Saturday. Good to go. So definitely recommend it. All right, and stay tuned. I'm going to post this one first, I think. I've kind of cobbled together a little bit of the review of the Challenger, some comparisons to my Charger, but that's going to take some editing to weed through it. And also, the car's still in its break-in period. It's still in its break-in period right now. When I took the videos, it was still super in its break-in period, so I was going under 55 the whole time. So I might wait a little bit until I get past 300 miles and record another one so I can actually accelerate. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare a muscle car to another muscle car if one of them you can't put the pedal down. I expect extremely similar performance, but different gear ratio on this and a little bit lighter, feels tighter suspension, so it's a different drive. But I'll probably post this one before the review, but stay tuned for the review then. All right.